time that we spent. Convinced that this could mean another end exists between real and pretend. A twisted all to fiction where I miss my chance to not ascend, and disappearing into the mist. It never happened is the me that I can never befriend. I let it go, fade in, fade out. This crazy dream without a direction, floating aimlessly. There's nothing left back there for me. Breathe in, but it won't stop the rain from pouring. Right through those nights, I'll never find a way back to you inside this labyrinth of light. There was madness in the meaning, never laughless. We were screaming at the top of our lungs to the numbness. This city never died, but was there ever a soul inside? Chasing fireflies between the soaring high rises, left a trail behind to find a wasted time of our lives. Silent singer, overworked and underpaid. Eggs and opposites, a coffin until off is where you're laid. Yet a thought persists, an optimist who ought to be afraid. Saw the nothing wrong in writing songs behind a lonely shade. Is the world a sadder place without the words that you conveyed? When the ladder fell and shattered every bar that we had played. Does it matter in the end? The sound diminished and decayed, and your friends grew tired of fantasy. You're wishing they had stayed. You don't get to say I miss you. You watch your heroes fade into the rear view mirror of the villain you portrayed. Stop the pity party, listen, you don't get to be dismayed. You don't get to be emotional, if you're blessed you got it made. These the best of years of life because you chose to make a trade. Recollect the days you hoped and you prayed for this. What is there to miss? Fade in, fade out. This hazy dream without a direction, roaming aimlessly. There's nothing left back there for me. Pretend it's the end of a made-up story. Hide no proof. Those heights, I'll never find another chance to say, hey, thanks for saving my life. I was hopeless, escaping, driving roadless. We were singing at the top of our lungs to the numbness. This city never died. I'll say goodbye to the soul inside. Got no chance in flight. Till the next night, I'll keep waiting. I'll keep waiting for you. んでごめん可愛くてごめん努力しちゃっててごめん尊くてごめん女子力高くてごめんムカついちゃうよねざま
I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets of the past. That's a different life. These days I don't need nobody's validation. These days I don't need nobody's invitation. These days I don't tell nobody what I'm doing. I just do it. If I fail, keep it pushing till I get it right. Yeah, these days I've been wide awake, I never sleep late. Got a lot to do, I treat a Sunday like a weekday. Do it for my son, set the table, I need 3 plates. Have my cake and eat it, baby, don't forget the cheesecake. Got it, yeah, they know I got it. Confidence contagious, so the ones around me caught it. Everybody waiting on me, hoping I'ma drop it. I feel like all this weight is on me, still I'm never stopping. That is not a, yeah, pushing myself to the limit. I set a goal, but still I never feel enough when I get it. Cause when I go and all these feelings overflow to the ceiling, it's like a hole just open up and I don't know how to feel it. I tell them, look, I don't make mistakes, the mistakes made me. Drop songs, when I write them I don't wait 8 weeks. They do focus on the image now, but that ain't me. A lot of rats taking pics, that's why they say cheese. Lately I've been feeling like there's something off. A lot of friends used to show me love, ain't showing love at all. Yeah, only cheer me on when I was underdog. Running up the numbers, everybody keep on running off. Funny how they wanted me to win until I passed them. Now all of a sudden they be talking in the past tense. He was this, he was that, like I changed up, Had a kid, I'm a dad, gotta make funds these days. Everybody focus on the he say and she say. Acting up and trying to make a scene like a screenplay. Try to be original but end up as a remake. Spend a lot of time thinking about how I'ma be great. I just stick to the plan. Yeah, I'm focused on the music, not a pic for the gram. Stay true to my supporters, yes I did it for them. So even when I get hot, never switch on a fan. These days I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets of the past. That's a different life. These days I don't need nobody's validation. These days I don't need nobody's invitation. These days I don't tell nobody what I'm doing. I just do it if I fail, keep it pushing till I get it right.
またなりとした表示はあなた今そうかしの二度のとラブコもういっぱいで世話しない邪魔をしないでちょうだいひねくれた可愛いねセリフこなんですねなんてまたがきね本音は言わない方が悩ましい甘い言葉かけるよりもずっと愛しいたまらなくなるほど求めて離さないキスじゃ足りなくて急がれてプリダクションあなたを手にかけてインファチュエーション呼吸さえ仕留めてデリケーションこのままテクション出てまだたったら一口でしまいプリダクションあなた口をつけてインファチュエーションこのまま飲み込んでデリケーションふぐさまテクション出てほらたったら一口死ぬほど愛したいから Take your love away you with her Don't take your love away you with her make it bam bam 破裂お愛情語りあなたには私しかいない絶血お愛情が足りない私にはあなたしかいないって胸を刺したこの手掴んだまだ未練があるのにあなたはわがまま愛と名付けてまた支配するあなたに溺れてく Continue to further evolve more.
My love
It's beside it with you.
You love
Continue to further evolve more. More, yes. I'm a little confused. これはあなたとの字。あなたはいつでも正しいわ。そのザリはただ愛されたかっただけだったらしい。いらないそういう言葉は期待するだけ無駄だって知ってしまったり仕方がわからないよね。たまらなくなるほど求めて離さないで。キスじゃ足りなくて急ぐのして。Pretty look shine あなたを手にかけて Infatuation 呼吸さえしとめて Dedication
disappear. I'm your eraser. Aim the cut just like a razor. Murked up in this world, my blazer. I got all the boys on me. I got all the lines on ring. Knocking dead, turning heads. I got all the eyes on me. Pretty face, caught up to the rock. 유행 선두자. 원하지만 못하잖아. 애가 타잖아. You like whoa. 할리우드도 go. 난 알지, I know. 준비해. Hustle like a ball. 멈추지 않아. 나달래. 그게 like a bag. 그거 말고 buy. 믿어봐. 그만큼 크게. 어깨 펴고 high. 100% 덤비지 못해. 죽여주잖아. 나는 boss. 간지위 또 sauce. 원하면 줄게. I'm doing damage when just how I planned it. I do what I want when I say. 모든 날 따라해. 난 끝내주잖아. To live on the edge of insane. Coming at you like real, real wild. Here to light it up, set the world on fire. Gonna break the rules and hearts and tools, 'cause that's what the baddest do. Never going back, nah, that. Diamonds on drip, 'cause I came to make a splash. Gonna break the rules and hearts and tools, 'cause that's what the baddest do. Sorry for the bad news, sorry I'm so bad. Only took a minute for me to get what you had. Sorry for the bad news, know it makes you sad. Live for a minute, baby, you should pack your bags. Way that I look should be breaking the law. If I don't got it, I take what I want. My circle small like a round of applause. You know that I love the sound of applause. You know I mean everything that I say. When you see me coming, get out of the way. Back in this lane, back and I'm better and ready to stay. I'm doing damage when just how I planned it. I do what I want when I say. 모든 날 따라해. 난 끝내주잖아. To live on the edge of insane. Crazy. Sorry, not sorry for being the best.
All right. And well, Byakko, thank you for agreeing to do this
Oh.
interview today. Like, how was your day today?
Today was a bit hectic. I had to work on commissions again and finish it, but managed to do it.
Mm-hmm. God, it sounds like you were busy today. Did you manage to do anything fun today?
Well, I got to stream another fun game called Graveyard Keeper, so that was fun. I had my fun for the day from that game, and then
Mhm.
after that, I did my model commission.
God. So before we jump into it, all the technical questions, so what's your favorite food?
My favorite food, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm very simple because I just like a good spaghetti or pasta bolognese. I guess easy.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's fair. Like, me, I would die for a stuffed crust pepperoni pizza.
Oh, pizza.
I know, right? So I know you do a ton of work on stream, but what's your favorite thing to do off stream?
That's a tough one because I'm kind of like a workaholic. So for
Mhm.
me, what I do on stream, I usually also do off stream. So I'm mostly just working in Unity, off and on stream. I like working in Unity. I consider that fun. So yeah, I guess I like doing that off stream as well.
All right. Now, I've been watching you for a while now, and I've always thought of you as a genius when it came to avatar and world creation in VR chat. Like, how did you actually
Oh my.
start by creating avatars and worlds?
Oh, well, specifically world creation, I started in 2019, which isn't that super long ago, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that I wanted to try something different than just avatars, and I felt like with world design, I have more control over like what other people get to experience versus what they're wearing. aka the Avatar. So I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna see if I can pick it up. It was awful timing though, because when I picked it up, just a couple months afterwards, the new SDK 3.0 would come out. So I literally just learned SDK 2.0 for world building, and then had to relearn everything straight away.
Now, just to clarify, that was when like newer versions of Unity stopped being SDK compatible.
Yes.
So that's when
we had to switch an entire new version in Unity, and everything changed. Like that was a big thing, a big change. Yeah. Also, Udon came out, so everything we used to do, we no longer do anymore because now they're Udon scripts. So I just spent a lot of time learning, and then I ended up tossing it into the bin and relearning Udon.
Oh
Yes.
god, that had to be just... I know a lot of creators were irritated about that. Like when I was brand new, I would world skip, and I'd come across entire worlds just devoted to, why did you do this? Like,
yeah. Well, a really good friend of mine, Official Scion, who is the one who made the Huggy Dungeon series horror maps.
mm-hmm.
They were very upset. They actually quit VR chat. They stopped altogether.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't update the worlds anymore. They just they stopped.
Yeah.
Luckily for me, I mean, I was frustrated, but at the same time, I was like, okay, I don't have no control over it. I'll just relearn everything.
Now this is going to be a little bit of a fun one. What was your most scuffed avatar you ever tried on in VR chat? And no, Byakko, starter avatars don't count.
Stuff. Well, I guess, I mean, back in the day, in 2017, avatars used to come from a place called DeviantArt and Gumroad. This is before the Booth area. Booth didn't exist yet.
Mm-hmm.
And people weren't really they didn't know how to make avatars yet. You didn't even have dynamic bones yet. So the avatars back then were very scuffed. So you had like a tail that was just stiff, like a baguette, and hair that was stiff, and there was also the issue with if you were talking, instead of your mouth opening when you're talking, your hair would just fly off your skull every time you were talking. Yeah, because the voice teams weren't set up properly, and people didn't know how to fix that yet. That was like a thing people were still learning.
Mm-hmm.
So that was very scuffed, and yeah, even I was one of the people that ran in some of those avatars for a bit. Yeah.
Oh
just
god.
a little bit.
That had to make you laugh, though.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Alright. Now, I want to say most people have one moment in VR chat that stands out as kind of a special time. What was your most magical time in VR chat?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess for me, that would be late 2017, November, December 2017. So VR Chat came out in February 2017. I picked it up straight away. I was already playing. But in November, December, that was when we switched to legacy animations in Unity, and that allowed me to do particle animations. And in late November, December in 2017, no one knew yet in VR Chat that you could do particle animations. That was unknown to people. So back then, VR Chat was just people chatting with each other. That was it. That was the whole experience. Just a bunch of people running up to you, chatting, being a knuckles, making weird sounds, blasting music through their speakers, doing some dance movements. But that was the whole VR Chat experience. And then, since that update, I was in VR Chat and I shot a fireball, and then people be like, "Did he just use magic oh my god, can you do that in VR chat? And the kind of attention, if you will, that you got in that moment, people sincerely interested in what you did, was the pinnacle for me in VR chat, because that led into particle showcases, animation showcases, which then got recorded on YouTube, and that eventually made my career, and I broke through. So for me, my golden time, if you will, that I am very fond of, is late 2017, early 2018. Yeah.
Okay. So you've created a ton of avatars. Was there one avatar in
Yes.
particular you created for someone that you were most proud of?
Well, may sound cheesy, but like, I put like the same level of dedication and effort in all the work that I do. Given it's a fact, obviously, that, you know, the more years you work as an avatar creator, you get better, you learn new skills, new techniques. But, you know, given at that time, knowing what I knew at the time I took on a commission and made an avatar for people, I poured my heart and soul in it. And, you know, I pushed all my boundaries. There are times where I worked 90 hours on an avatar and I would only charge 30, simply because I want to make sure that it was perfect, nitty gritty details and stuff. Is there an avatar in particular that would stand out for me? Not really. Like, I feel like I poured my heart and soul out for every commission. If the question would be rather like, is there a specific hard one? There was a very hard commission in 2020 where I have to make someone's OC, original character, and it was a dragon, and they had dragon scales as a skin. And I had that was the first time I had to draw scales and then 3D model them into a skin and make a tail for it. And then they wanted some sort of vampire wings. That was tough. I spent a ridiculous amount of time getting just a skin right with the dragon scaling. So I would say my most fond memory, that was like one of the hardest avatars I did, that would be that commission. But, you know, as in, like, is there like a particular avatar that stands out? I poured my heart and soul in pretty much every single one of them, including my own and the ones I do for customers.
Right, right. Like, although I do have to say, doing a dragon in particular does sound like just really challenging. Yikes. So
yeah, it was scary, and it was also they were from the Middle East, so we had a different time zone, right? So they couldn't tune in, so I would have to do the work, wait 6 hours, and then I got the feedback, and then I had to process the feedback the day after. So it was constant back and forth with a 6-hour delay. It was tough.
Yeah. So you've been making worlds since 2019. Is there a world that you make that constantly gives you a sense of nostalgia when you visit it or think about it?
Yes, Gaia Nights, because that world is so back then you didn't have many worlds in VRChat either. So for me, Gaia Nights is one of those worlds. Whenever I go there, I just instantly get nostalgia. I feel like all the times we were there doing animation showcases, YouTube recordings. It brings a lot of memory. Even the music gives me the chills. It's nice being in that world from time to time. And I'm glad that the original creator of that world still has it on VRChat today. So I can, like, sometimes just visit it for the old memories.
Right.
If you will.
So how did you get into performance-based videos? Like, I've seen some of your videos, And like they're amazing.
Yeah.
But like how did you get into them?
Thank you. Alright, so I got into performance videos, MMDs particular. So I already was into MMDs before VR chat. I already did them in 2014. Back then we had a software called Miku Miku Dance, or short for the full name for MMD, but it was also the name of the software itself. That's actually where MMD stands for. And but that software was very difficult, and I used to make models in Maya, which is like a 3D modeling program like Blender, but it predates Blender. And I already did MMDs in there. So when fast forwarding VR chat comes out in 2017, fast forward another year, 2018, there was a MMD world that popped up, and I was like, oh wait a second, that's actually really cool, because now, you know, I can make my own models, have my own unique character. I'm gonna cater to that. And then I'll never forget it. In summer 2018, on July, there was a new MMD world by a friend of mine named Maki, and they were the first MMD world with a video camera, with a video screen. And when I saw that, and I could just directly record it from the video screen to my PC and make videos out of it, that's when I got that feeling I want to do something with this.
Right.
And, well, do something with it I did.
God, that I'm just impressed by your drive. So what about your like the community that you have gives you the most strength?
For me, it's my friendships and the support that I get. So what a lot of people don't know, you'll be the first now to learn this actually. I wasn't always Byakko, so when I started VR chat, I was VR Shana. I was actually very, I hate the word, but I'll say it to make it easier to understand. I was very famous, very popular. I was in the videos with Nags, Ryan, Jacoba. I'm in the Hall of Fame in VR chat. You can visit the world. You'll see that my name is up there. And I was doing very well in 2017, 18, and 19. I built a really good community. We had several milestones on YouTube and on Twitch. There was some drama on Twitter. I'm not gonna go into that, but it inevitably led to me having to basically start over new. So that's also when I made Byakko, because I was like, you know, I'm done with this character. Gonna start anew, fresh start, new OC, new lore. Now, how does that tie into my community? The most important people that were with me when I was still Shana, that were able to make me do streaming full time, which means no side job, no part-time job, full time. Those people moved with me from Shana into Byakko and not leave me. And these people are people that literally pay me a salary every single month for 7 years straight. That's dedication.
Yeah.
Those people are the best. They are nice. I can rely on them. They're always there. And yeah, I literally owe a huge chunk of my life to them. And yeah, those people are very amazing to me.
Yeah, it's like that's beautiful. There's no other word for it. That's beautiful. Okay. So, next question. Do you have any favorite VTuber pop stars that you take inspiration from?
Not really. I in the beginning when Kizuna Ai came out, so they're pretty much the predecessor of anything VTuber related. If it wasn't for Kizuna Ai, we wouldn't have VTubers today. So if you follow the whole VTuber line all the way up to top, the very first VTuber in history, in recorded history, is Kizuna Ai. If that person didn't exist, there would be no Hololive today. There wouldn't be us today. I wouldn't be here today. The whole concept of VTuber is from that one person. I followed them already on YouTube very, very long time ago when they were still making the voice program. And they too did MMDs, which already caught my attention in 2015. So I followed, Kizuna Ai a lot. And then when I started doing my own stuff, I actually didn't really watch other people anymore because I was so busy with my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then, a couple of years ago, we got Hololive, and you got these studios popping up, and talent agencies. I checked them out a little bit, but I was more focused on making the dance content and MMD content rather than the funny moments and random games and the kind of stuff. Yeah.
Right.
So I don't really have a one-on-one example at the moment that I would follow. I just follow my own stuff.
So, you were a huge inspiration to me to start streaming. What would you say to others who want to stream but think they can't do it? Like, it's just daunting to them.
Okay, well, yeah, I understand that. So if you want to stream because you just want to share your gameplay with people and you just want to hang out with people and feel less lonely, do it. Just play the game, hit that button, go live. Just do it. People will join you. Even if it's just one person watching you, you'll have fun. But I have to be honest and make a distinction. If you want to stream because you want to turn it into your job, which is completely different, that's not your hobby. You want to stream because you want to make it. You want to stream because you want one day to quit your job that you're doing, that you probably hate, and to actually make streaming your full-time job. Then I'm going to be honest with you. You're probably not going to make it at the moment because you missed the boat. And when I say missed the boat, you missed the boat by a lot of years right now. You're not going to make it with VR chat into a point where you're going to be self-sustainable completely. But if you want to just stream for fun, you want to make friends, you want to start a community, you want to meet like-minded people, you want to meet people that may be shy or scared to approach other people, and you want to be there and offer them a community. If those are your ambitions and you just want to do it on the side or as a hobby, I would say just do it. Sure, it's scary at the start, but you kind of grow into it quite easily as long as you're consistent and you just try to be there on a specific time every day or every 2 days. You'll get there. But don't focus on trying to make it your job or to look up after another streamer that is bigger in numbers, and then you're like, hey, I've been streaming for 3 months now. Why am I not at this level? Why am I not at this level? Because it's not how the game works anymore. It's not. And just to give it a reference, when I was Shana, I had up to 175 concurrent at the same time viewers every stream. Twitch partner, everything. I had everything in when I rebranded and started completely over new as Byakko. I've been on both spectrums of the aisle.
Yeah, like that must have been daunting itself, just going from that height to just completely restarting.
Yeah, but I had no choice. So some people, they may still recognize the name who I was. I was getting married with Chromia. Then Lexi came. I started when Chromia was still 5 viewer streamer. Now they're in the 3, 4, 500. And our communities merged in 2019 and 18. And when we were about to get married, our communities were merging. And my viewers became their viewers, and their viewers became my viewers. And then when the drama occurred, which is a private matter, and we eventually broke up, and I decided I can't do this anymore. When you merge communities, and that happens, that kind of drama happens, you can't just back off and back out. That's not how it works.
Right.
You're going to have people that will choose sides, whether you like it or not. There's going to be people that only know half the story, and they're not interested in your side. And they will make an opinion based on what they heard from another person. So the community was shattered. They lost viewers, and I lost viewers a lot. And I couldn't really be around that person anymore, but that person was just picking up their fame in VR chat, so everyone knew them and everyone on stream knew them. The whole situation became unhandleable for me. And then there was the issue as well that I called certain stuff out on Twitter. Back then, in the end of 2019, there were several people within our own group, our own streamer Discord, that were doing some stuff that I had moral obligations against, such as faking having a disease, or starting a GoFundMe, knowing that you're not going to do what you promised and then keeping the money, or starting a GoFundMe for flood damages, and then it turned out insurance paid out, but you conveniently leave the insurance paid out part from the audience and keep all the money on top of the insurance money. There were a lot of these things going on. I spoke out against that, and the price that I had to pay for speaking out about these things was pretty much the end of my channel.
Oof.
And then the core, the people that stuck with me, the people that pay me my salary every month, they stuck with me. They knew what was going on. And when I rebranded, they were still there with me, and that's literally the community that I still have today. See, a lot of people wonder, how is it possible, Byakko, that you're now, let's say, a 30, 40, 50-ish viewer streamer, but you're making a full-time income? Well, that's because the core of my people are still from when I was Shana. See, that's why I make it.
Right.
I still have my most important financial people with me.
Right.
If that wasn't the case, I couldn't be doing this for a living. No, I would have to apply for different jobs again and do it on the side. It'd be not possible for me to do streaming full time.
Yeah.
Luckily, I can. I'm very fortunate, but not everyone is in that position.
Right. So, here's going to be an interesting question. What is your favorite VR chat world you didn't create?
My favorite world, and also one that I did not create. Well, there's plenty I didn't create because we actually have so many worlds. Let's see, that's a good one. My all-time favorite. And I will purposely not pick an MMD world because that's a no-brainer otherwise for me.
Right.
Because I spent a lot of time in those. I would say the Treehouse. A good friend of mine who passed away. I'm originally. We'll probably get to that in a bit, but originally I also streamed for the Japanese community. I speak fluent Japanese. And I streamed for the Japanese community. That's also what I started streaming in 2017. I streamed for the Japanese community. And a really good friend of mine that also made Worlds made the Treehouse. And what makes that world so special is that he made the first VR chat world with a very special shader that transforms the whole world around you depending on what background you click on the menu. And that was new. He was the very first one that didn't exist yet. And he passed away and in real life.
Oof.
And another good friend of mine, Topper from VRChat, they made sure that they honored him and they pinned the world, which is still, you can still visit it today. Yeah, they kept that. Yeah.
So, you do commissions. Now, how personalized do
Yes.
you make them?
Okay, so I have to backtrack a little bit, but I'll try to keep it short, obviously.
Okay.
I do commissions already for many, many years. There's two kind of commissions. I used to do complete from scratch avatars because people like the term from scratch. When they hear that, they're like, oh yeah, I want to have that. And that was the model to go. So I used to do stuff completely from scratch. But that means no booth. That means no base. That means from scratch. Means open Blender, get a blob or a cube of mesh and start sculpting. That's from scratch. Now, when you do a from scratch commission, people have like an OC, they have like a character detail chart. When you do it from scratch, the prices are anywhere between $1,200 to $2,000, but ranging from how complex their avatar is. And that is you charge yourself $10 an hour, which is, I don't know, in my country that is minimum wage. And then for an artist, because if I were to work at a studio as an artist, I'd be paid $20 an hour. But if I charge myself $10 an hour, which is completely underpaid, a completely from scratch model would be anywhere between $1,200 to $2,000. And then the customer will have a unique model that no one else has. Even the base doesn't exist. It's completely from scratch. That was the way to go in 2017, 18, and 19. But then the killer of everything came out, Boof. And that murdered the avatar creating scene. Because now people could get an avatar for as low as $50. So, whereas people were splurging money to get from scratch avatars, the moment Boof came out, and they were offering top grade, top tier models for $50, 5,000 yen. That's when the whole avatar creating scene collapsed. And don't forget, that was in 2019, and in 2020 you had COVID. So people losing their job, people don't have much money to spend anymore, people were like uncertain about their financial situation. So it wasn't viable anymore to make from scratch avatars. So in 2020, I made the switch to let the customer choose a base from Booth so that they have a top tier avatar to their liking. And then they would have to send me their OC reference sheet. And that means I would have to resculpt and retexture the avatar until they feel that the avatar is their OC. It's everything that they want.
Right.
And then, instead of charging $1,200, anywhere between $1,200 and $2,000, I can now do an avatar for $150 up to $300, depending on the complexity, which is, going from $1,200 to $2,000 to $150 to $300. So now you reach a bigger audience because this is way more affordable. Usually, people just spend 1 or 2 months saving up, and they have $150 to spend. So you reach more audience that way, and it became more friendly for users. And what I mean with that's the last part that I want to elaborate on. If you ordered a from scratch model from me, and you want clothing later down the road, let's say you want new dresses or Halloween or a Christmas outfit, the only person that could make the outfit for your avatar would be me again. Because no one has your files. You don't want to send your files to other people because it's a from scratch model, so you don't trust other people. Only I have your files. You yourself can't do Blender because that's why you commissioned me in the first place.
Right.
Which means that the more customers I have, the longer the wait list. So if you got your avatar from me and you got it in summer, and in a couple months it's going to be October, it's going to be Halloween, you want your Halloween outfit, you'll be like, hey, Byakko, I would like a Halloween outfit for my OC. I'd be saying, sure, but I got a couple commissions before you now. You gotta wait. And that also applies to other people. So, well, from scratch sounds really cool. The downside so from scratch means you're going to be put on a wait list because there's other people in front of you. You may not have your outfits on time because there's other people in front of you. And the issue is you can't really go to another person because my experience with people that commission me for from scratch avatars, they don't want to send their files to other people. No. Because they pay big money for that. So they're not just going to send their avatar to some other person. They're not going to do that. So they want to stick to their what we call the mommy or the daddy of the avatar creator, and they don't want to move away from them, which means longer wait times. And not to mention that I have to sculpt the clothing specifically to your from scratch avatar, which means, if you were to commission me clothing through Booth, I can make you clothing for $20, $25. But if I have to make clothing for your from scratch model and then also from scratch, then clothing will be $300. See the discrepancy there? And that's me charging myself only $10 an hour, like minimum wage.
Right.
So for a lot of people, it's just not viable anymore. You had people like Hemo Habis, Chromia. They went to Shonzo, which is another good friend of mine, avatar creator. They charge $2,200 if you want to. That's the price of their avatars right now.
Oh, wow.
But they can only go to that person. They cannot go to anyone else. And they are on a wait list. So, like, if you want your Christmas clothing ready in December, you better start asking and putting yourself in that wait list in September, three months ahead of time, to make sure you got your Christmas ready. It's not viable anymore. So I made that switch in 2020. I just say to people, look, go on Poof, find yourself a base that you like. Let me know what your OC is. And it's my job to transform that base into your OC. And smart people, and I bet you there's a lot of smart people watching right now, and I know you're smart. A lot of people, what they would do is they would look at a popular base on Booth that had a lot of clothing options, like Maya. Maya has almost 110 pages of clothing.
Dear Lord.
So if you pick a Maya base and then find a really good creator, I don't want to stroke my own ego, I'm decent, and then you turn that base into their OC, you just gave them 110 pages of clothing options right there.
Oh, goodness.
Versus a person that does it from scratch and you got nothing.
Right.
So yeah, that's the way to do avatar creation nowadays. There's no going around it anymore. You can't find people willing to spend $1,200+ anymore. That's more for people like Shonzo, who has the people now in their own inner circle that are, that do it for professional VTubing. They can splurge. But the customers, I try to reach your average Joe. I try to reach a person who's new to VR chat, wants an avatar, doesn't have too much of a budget, still wants to have an OC. That is my audience now. So to sum it up, 2017, 18, 19 from scratch, 2020 till today, booth. Yeah, I also run my own booth store just because of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you just came out with new clothing options just the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I made knee socks for the new model Moe, and I also made hair, a whole bunch of hair options and colors. I'm currently still working on undergarment or underwear, pantsu. And I'm also working on new hair for Karin and Risk. But they're still working on them. Yeah.
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 So, have you ever done a furry commission?
No, I have never done a furry commission. Have I been asked to do a furry commission? Yes, a lot of times. The reason I haven't done a furry commission is two things. I'm gonna give you inside out info because a lot of people don't know this. So this is like straight from the core. So a lot of the furry avatars that you see run around in VR chat are actually illegal. They're a model that was not supposed to be shared, and they got it from Gumroad and they spread it. So you see that Nanachi model that a lot of people running around with, the furries from that anime, with the whiskers, the bunny, and then they take it as the base and they put like a different color on it, a different fur. That is a prohibited model in the Japanese community.
Oh,
so
wow.
if you're in that model and you go to actual Japanese communities, you got kicked. That's a prohibited model. Now, a lot of people don't care about copyright, but you gotta understand it's my job, so I do care about copyright.
Right.
So at the moment, there's not a lot of good free-to-use commercial license furry models out there. So if I were to do a furry commission, I would have to do a from scratch one. And at the moment, I can't afford the time sink in doing that model.
Right. That makes sense.
That's my issue. And right now we live in the booth age, so I haven't found a person yet that said, I want a furry avatar, I'm willing to pay $1,200 from scratch. Because then I can build a base, I can pick it up, and I have a excuse to start working on it. But if someone comes to me and they're like, hey, I got a budget, $150, just like what other people do now, can you do a furry avatar? I have to usually deny them because most of the time they want the Nanachi base, or they want a base that they saw somewhere else, and it's really dicey in copyright. So that's the reason why I haven't made one yet. Yeah.
Okay.
But I've done plenty of showcases where I made fur, for example, and a fursuit, and it's well within my my skills. But that's the details behind it. The reason why I have not made a furry avatar yet. Yeah.
That's actually really interesting. I never knew that before. So,
Yeah.
you've mentioned before that you enjoyed MMDs. Would you mind taking
Yes,
us
I
to
do.
one of your worlds and putting on a performance for us?
Sure. That's no problem. I'm also really happy with the MMDs we have today with the video screen and everything. Really fantastic. We can actually go to a world that I see you in a lot when I lurk in your streams.
Yes.
So,
yes.
UI MMD. Yeah, it's made by a friend of mine as well. We're in a special Discord, we creators, and they're all on there as well. So that's how we all spend time together. There you go. Don't throw up a portal.
Alright. Yep.
And the benefit is you already have this rule downloaded.
Yes, I do. All thanks to you. Hi, Gaster.
Do you want me to put it on US East or West? What's best for you on ping?
East.
East? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do it on Invite Plus, so if you do have people that want to join, they can. There you go. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. That's Europe. Do not walk in that one. You have, you got latency issues thing, I think.
Alright.
I'm still getting used to the new dropping portal system kind of mechanic. Okay, I'll do it, over here.
Alright. Alright. We can go like
Alright.
this. Alright. Away we go. Welcome back, Gaster. Yeah, if you look up at that nifty little timer, that's how much time we have left. Oh. At this rate, I can do it. I can do it. Oh. Well, that's wonderful. What are you thinking about streaming tomorrow? Okay. Well, hold on 1 second. So, did you know? You probably already knew this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, this is one of the reasons I was sitting there. Okay, so
Yeah, you can put them in there. Camera's in there.
I had no idea.
Oh, it's like you're still learning.
one of my friends was sitting there, and they were like, "Why aren't you using the?" I'm like, "This is the way I was taught." I'm sitting there messing everything up, and then they're like, "You got if you throw it in the green circle." This is why I laugh, because you're like, "You're intelligent." I'm like, "Oh no."
Yeah, they added the green circle 2 updates ago. So
Yeah.
it's been around for maybe a year-ish. But the system was quite new though. It was on Booth and everything, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wish the other world had that system as well, but here it works. This is a really good one.
Yeah. But goodness gracious, like, ever since you, like, showed me this, I've just been entranced by it. Hi, Ray! How are you doing, sweetie? So, did you have somebody you were gonna do a dance with?
Not really. Like, I have people, but, because for them Friday is still school day, so they had to go to bed early. So they went sleepy sleep. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I was sitting there, and when you, I thought you said you were gonna invite somebody to do the dance with, and I was just like,
I was, but I forgot that they had school. So they were like, when I was doing my commission, they were like, I gotta go to bed. I'm nearly passing out. And then, okay, good night. So they went sleep. Yeah.
Well, do you want to do a performance together?
Sure. Like, I don't know if there's like a specific song you like. Feel free to pick any.
So, here's my question. Are you streaming right now as well?
No, no.
You are not.
That's because I finished a 14-hour stream. I was
Oh god.
poofed.
Oh god. I'm so
I
sorry.
was, and I'm not doing no subathon. I'm not doing no like special event. So this was just, I was like poofed. This is an ordinary day. I was really tired.
Fair.
Not planned.
If you were streaming, I was gonna be like, well, you got me in front of my stream that one day. Maybe I should return the favor.
I think I know. I think
Yeah.
I know. It's time.
I was gonna be like, I was gonna do something where you would be like, "Did you just hold a grudge?"
I see. I mean, I know audience love that kind of song.
Oh, trust me, yes, they do.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. You know what? I always liked when we did this song together.
And did it work?
It did. Oh,
Ta-da!
I'm actually a little. Okay. Breathe. You know, one of these days I'm gonna keep up completely, but I actually got like 7 or 8 parts of that. I'm so happy.
Yay.
Alright. So, what's one of your favorite songs to do?
My all-time favorite is Blue Star, like hands down.
Mhm.
So, as you know, I like MMD, right? I think
Mhm.
what people need to know, though, and you know, but maybe people that are watching for the first time, I don't just do a MMD and then record it and call it a day. I cater and make my avatar for the MMD dances. That means that I spend a lot of my time preventing clipping of clothing. I spent a ridiculous amount on texture work, making my body, collarbone, armpits, hands, you name it. I spent a lot of time on that to up the quality for the MMD dance. I also spent a lot of time on fist bones, make them realistic with gravity, the way it touches my avatars, my cheek, my shoulders, because that all reflects into the MMD dance. And then lastly, I also make effects so that when I do a dance, it complements the dance while I do it. So Blue Star is my all-time favorite song because I actually went crazy in the amount of stuff that I did for that song. So if you would like, I can give a demonstration of that song.
I would love that. Here, let me get
Yeah.
the camera set
Okay.
up for you. Alright. And okay. Where did you go?
Alright.
I believe
And
we're
then
good. Yep.
Yeah, the background you would have to pick is this one.
Okay. Bonk that on.
Right. Pretty stars, right?
Yes. Very pretty.
Alright. And I do some preparation work.
Alright.
Everything that you're gonna see during the dance, including the background of the dance and everything, and all the effects, is all me manually doing it on the beat of the song, literally on specific seconds of the song, like 42 seconds in, 1 minute and 10 seconds in. I have to memorize all that stuff. You'll see.
Oh god.
Put some stuff in.
Amik, I'm doing great. So we just finished up the interview with Byakko a little bit ago, and Byakko is actually doing some performance pieces for us. So, how are you doing tonight? Oh my god. I'm gonna be completely honest with everybody. I thought it was like 11 a.m. and then I looked up and it was 10. I was like, oh my word. What? The world is dark and full of terror. Brownie points for whoever got that. Yeah, for me it's not even 10 a.m. yet. It's just barely 10 a.m. 9:58. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Alright. I hope everybody is ready. Yep.
Okay. So,
Go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead.
even the stuff on the background and everything will be controlled by me.
Alright. I just gotta hit start, right?
Alright. Hope you enjoy. I'm gonna start right now. Yep.
You sound a bit out of breath yourself there. God, like
You know.
like that was impressive though. But yeah. So, what would you like to do for the rest of the night?
For me, it doesn't really matter. Like, what would you like to do?
Well, let's see here. You know what would be interesting? And I don't think I've seen you do something like this quite yet. And I was wondering if you would like to try and get enough people together to do a 5-person MMD.
That's gonna be hard right now because a lot of my people are sleeping. We can do a 5-person MMD though, but there'll be 3 NPCs and it will be us. But it will be 5 people though. I can get all the spots full. That's no problem.
Hold on. I might be able to. Let's see here. A Baryon.
Another issue is height.
Oh wait, that's
Because I
why.
got a couple people, but they are very tiny. Like they have heights all over the place.
Like, oh wait, this is this group friends only?
Invite plus, so
Invite plus. Wait. Oh yeah, invite plus.
You can accept the invite, but you yourself cannot invite people.
Oh,
but if they
okay.
send you an invite, you can accept them. We can switch that to friends though. That's no problem.
Okay. Because I have a couple of people that would join on us.
Sure. Shall I make it friends plus? Is that a good one?
Yeah, I think so. And then...
Okay.
So...
Oh, a little bit too close.
Okay. Oh.
There you go.
Alright. There we go. I wonder if my computer can still run Dead by Daylight. I haven't tried in a long time. That would be a good question. Alright. There we go. And then... up. I wonder... It looks... Did they disappear for the night? Oh, Baryon. Let's see here. There's Star. Oh, there we go. Just need one more. And bonk, bonk, bonk. All right. There's a Baryon. I think we're gonna need one more. Hi, Bonk. So,
Hello.
Oberion, meet Byakko. Byakko, Oberion. Oberion is a good bean.
When I'm not playing with someone, yes.
Fair, fair. Alright, we just need one more. Ray.
Speaking of,
Hi, Star. Your computer static hair still trips me out.
this one.
Why did you sound disappointed? Oh, goodness. Alright.
Please collect your Oberion. This one knows Thor's pain.
Yeah. These are definitely my friends. Okay. So, do you have one more person?
My biggest problem is if I invite that person, all his friends want to join. This will be a mess in like 1 minute. So I'm very reluctant right now.
Alright. Zorgak, I know you gotta be up in a little bit. I'm calling you out, partner. Welcome, Deja Katso. I hope you're having a good evening. Zorgak. Come on. I will bully you. I still have 5 hours.
Got this.
Suffer with Star.
I shall get you. I shall drag you in here.
Ron, will you still have a chance?
No. No, that's illegal. Alright, we're gonna have 5. Alright.
It's
Stop.
too late for you and it's too late for him.
That look of resignation is just hilarious. Oh my god. So, I have a feeling it's gonna be a little bit still. So let's give him a little bit of time. If you know what? While we are waiting, I can get it set up. Oh god. Well, I mean, talk about timing. Hi, Knight. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Hello. Alright. Timing.
Well, we were actually
Nice
looking for.
place.
Yeah, we were actually looking for a 5th. We're waiting on Zorgak, but if you want to jump in and
Here,
do
let me
one with
see if-
us.
Let me see if I can find a different Abbey. So what is this world? One of those dance ones? Or what is this?
Yep, it's an MMD.
Alright.
So-
Let me see here. This one should work.
All right. Where are you? I know you're here. Is that it? I think that's it.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh no.
Wait. What? Did we do?
They're trying to punish my stomach. All right.
For the pain.
They just punished me.
Does it matter where we stand?
On such a big song, no, it doesn't really. Everyone has equal screen time.
Yeah. All right. And then we'll get Zorgak next.
Looks like a AFK.
Oh my god. My poor.
Yeah, your avatar is broken.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I set down my headset so I can add time to the timer. And Meerkat, thank you for the gifted subs and the punishments. I thoroughly enjoyed you shoving olives down my throat. So anyhow, when I took my headset off to like add time onto it, it fucking busted everything. It was so bad. Oh my god. It was so funny. Like, Byakko, halfway through, I
because when you
needed an exorcist.
when you put your headset down, you go into Steam VR, and then the MMD will break for you, and you can no longer get back into it.
Yeah.
There's no resync, so that's what happened.
I remember one time I actually tried to just sit there and go through it, and it was the most scuffed MMD I've ever seen. It was so bad. It was so bad.
But ironically, in SDK 2.0, before Udon, the MMDs were able to place your avatar back in the dance if you went into Steam VR. But Udon cannot handle it.
That's actually crazy. So it's a little step backwards for a little bit more friendly UI.
Yeah.
Okay. That actually makes a lot of sense. Does
And
it?
also, since the Udon update, for almost 3 years, people with index controllers couldn't dance with other people. Because people with index were glued in the middle of the stage, and then if they were to dance with another dance partner, your avatar wouldn't move from the spot. It would move for you locally, so if you look at the screen, you're like, looks good.
Right.
But for everyone else in the room, you would be glued to the ground and not moving. They finally fixed that 3 months ago, but that was only until 3 months ago. That bug was there for 3 years.
Oh my
3
god.
years.
That's actually insane.
Yeah.
Goodness. So let's see here. Is there any more 5-person dances, or was it just that one?
Yeah, I was surprised you picked that one because there's also BTS, and I was kind of like, I was assuming you would probably get the BTS song. I was surprised when you picked this one. There's also a new one that I don't know, like, this was added recently. I haven't done that song yet. I don't even.
Alright.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm gonna do. Since I invited a lot of these people, you take center, they're gonna go with you, and I'll sit this one out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do not know this song though.
That's okay. At this point, it's just fun, right? and we get to
Sure.
watch we
Okay.
get to watch the majesty of Green Rabbit.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
That was amazing. Okay. So, I just had a chat redeem for Chat chooses next game to play. Knight, are you trying to make me play Dead by Daylight? You silly bean.
They want you to switch.
Okay. While they're trying to decide which game to play, Byakko, thank you so much for doing the
Yep.
Thank you so much for doing the interview and spending some time with us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I really appreciated it, and I'll be honest. I really wasn't. When I rated you that one day, I was just like, let's see, maybe. And I've tried to do interviews with other people before, and they just completely blew me off. So I was like, we'll try. We'll see what happens. and I was totally expecting just another blow off. Instead, you have been so kind. You've spent time with me and had some one-on-one time, which was honestly, that was the highlight of my last 2 weeks. I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You even put up with drunk me.
You're very welcome.
Oh God. So,
Imagine.
I'm gonna give you a hug. Come here.
Imagine getting flustered now.
How many more hours? 5 more? You got this.
Actually, somebody dropped 5 gifted while we were doing our song.
Oh, it went up again.
Yes, it did. So, but
You still have this though.
oh yeah. Chad has given me permission to do a sleep stream though, so I may be sleeping in VR later. But
That's fine. I love doing that too.
But I hope at some point we can spend some more time together because I really enjoyed spending time with you. And you've been... I can't tell you how much I appreciated it. It meant a lot.
You're very welcome. Like often I'm busy, but I like it when I was surprised by when you asked, and I was like, oh, that seems like fun, and
Very, very
you know,
You're always
Yeah.
liking that one.
I just like to bring joy to people, and
Yeah.
as long as people have a good time.
So what I'll do is tomorrow when I wake up,
Oh,
if I'm still streaming, I'll take a little bit of time to publish the VODs. So if you would like, then you can grab some of these performances. You can grab the interview, and then after you grab the interview,
Until I break you.
you can publish it yourself on your YouTube.
Oh god.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like that.